Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching. It's not really going to be a droney video, to be fair, like the last few have been. Just thought I'd give you a bit of progress with the Wagon. Even though I'm probably going to add a video in showing the progress on the Wagon. But anyway, just long story short, basically, I've not done as much as I wanted to on the car in the evening times, just because it's bloody cold and wet. And obviously my job, I have to work in the cold and the wet. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me quite well on here, using a little microphone. Yeah, so Wagon's had the fuel filling neck and everything done, as you will obviously see in some of the documentation that I'm doing on the car, especially probably more on my Instagram recently. So anyway, yeah, long story short, put some fuel in her tonight, primed the pump I think about 4 times, second crank she kicked over beautifully. Bit tappety, but obviously she's been sat there for 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, like, so oil's settled, probably come out of all the channels, I had to let it get to pressure. Yeah, she sounded good, usual little tap from the injectors, Subaru trait. Yeah, so she's doing quite well. So yeah, good to say the fuel is all sorted out now. It means I'm not going to lose money as I'm driving, even though you do technically lose money when you're driving, so don't give me time. But yes, you know where I'm coming from. I'm not losing extra money when I'm driving, when I've not used the money that I've put into it for driving. I know what I said. So yeah, I'm going to put a little snippet in here and I will then recap. So nearly after 2 to 3 weeks of it, draining all the fuel out of it, she's finally started again. No fuel leaks out of here. I'll say no fuel leaks, there's a slight bit of residue there, but that needs 2 Jubilee clips, which are a lot fucking easier to change than anything else under this bit. So yeah, I'm probably going to underseal up this bit now, as the back end here really doesn't need any welding that much, to be fair. A couple of bits in here will need welding, so I'm going to do it in sections. You know, just give it a nice few times. Where we've rolled the lips for the arch and stuff like that, once I've done the repairs where I need to be fair, it's only a couple of little patches that are going to get welded in, as they're not too bad on this side, which is frigging weird, to be honest with you. The only main bit of welding is here, really. I said it's solid enough, but I said that about the other fucking side, and what happened, because there's going to be a little hole. There's a little hole here that I can get my finger in. Woo. So that bit needs a bit of a patch. This bit, this is just a work of art, sort of. But this bit, I'm double skinning it, so I'm going to tack that in tomorrow and get that in place where I want it. And then I'm going to cut, seam weld it down at the bottom of the chassis rail. And then I'm going to probably add a couple of little other pieces just into here, just to give it extra fucking bit of extra strength. Tack weld that so it's in place nice and flush, and I can tack weld the next piece that I'm going over with that with again, grind that nice and flat, that bit of bird shit. Probably got to grind this all down back to metal, so I've got something nice to weld to. Or I might even try and lip it under there and tack it like how I have here, to be honest with you, because it might work out quite well after that. It was just a bit of a bitch round here. I didn't want to cut any fucking more out of the car. And then I've got to get under it here, just do a little cheeky patch weld on the chassis rail. I've got a bit of a thicker gauge metal for that though. No fridge freezers for that bastard. I've got a dishwasher. Back again. So obviously you can hear probably in my voice I'm excited, even though it probably doesn't sound it. So yeah, one fairly decent job done. Like I said, driver's side isn't as knackered as the passenger side was, but I've just said it again. Hopefully I'm going to have the car back on the road not long before Christmas. So hopefully enjoy. Fingers crossed we're going to get that snow again, which means I can enjoy it in the snow. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a bit more welding on it tomorrow, so I'll document bits and bats of that and probably put it to my Instagram. Maybe at some point put the snippets together and put them on the channel. Yeah, car's coming along really, so feeling quite good. Obviously, like I say, we're not going to go into detail of the other bits, but yeah, feeling quite good. So yeah, cars are going to be back on the road. Can at least enjoy it for a good few weeks, and I'll go from there really now. Like I say, got a few bits and bats to do, got a few things to get cleared up, and then yeah. So yeah, guys, you're gonna carry on seeing some more of this journey. I'll probably even put some pictures in before I snip back on here. So speaking, wow, I'm gonna mess up the timeline. 1985. Anyway, I've had a couple of beers. Cheers. I'm gonna have a joint in the cold. All of you stay safe, stay well. I'll be seeing you all soon.